Howdy folks, welcome to another beautiful day out here in West Vancouver. So I had an interesting question from a young lady recently. She's got this Tesla and we were doing an off-rim tire change on a Tesla, and she was asking me, would it make sense to buy a second set of rims and then we can just go to on-rim changes because that's obviously a little bit cheaper. Now the reality is I would prefer to do on-rim changes. So if it was up to me, I would love for her to buy a second set of rims because I'll sell the rims to her, and then it makes it a lot easier for us. Now, monetary wise, does it make sense for me as the tire valet? It generally takes us about an hour and a half to do an off-rim change, and it really just takes us only about 30 minutes to 35 minutes to do an on-rim change. We charge $200 for an off-rim change, $120 for an on-rim change. So all things considered, it makes a lot of sense. I would prefer to do on-rim changes all day long because they're quicker, and at the end of the day they make more money and they're a lot easier. A lot less things can go wrong with an on-rim change. But then it's not about me, is it? It's about the client. And if you start doing the math, you have to wonder if it's worth doing a second set of tires for yourself, because I mean, if you really think about it, a second set of rims, man, the cheap ones, if you go cheap metal rims, they're probably going to run you like 100 or 120 bucks a rim. If you're talking about a Tesla and aluminum rims, you're probably looking at, well, let's take the Tesla. You're probably looking at minimum of $300-400 a rim. So you're looking at $1,600 a new rims, and you're going to have to put in TPMS sensors. Now on Tesla they are more expensive, so that's probably another, I would estimate at least $100. So you're looking at about $2,000 for your new rims for your car. And even if you did your own tire changes, so you got the tools, you got the garage, you've got everything, you jack up your own car and you swap it over. If you look at the fact that we will be charging you $200 to do your tire change, and then we balance and we do all of the other normal checks, it doesn't make financial sense, I don't think. Because I mean, in reality, even if you do it yourself, so in other words, you're now saving yourself $400 a year over, it's going to take you 5 years to get to break even. And then of course, the second part of it is that set of extra rims means nothing. It means nothing if you sell your car, or it's not like you get extra money for it really. And they don't really have much of a second-hand value. So I don't know that it makes financial sense to actually buy that second set of rims. And if you're going to get us to come and install it, I mean, then you're saving probably about $80 a season, $160 a year. So it's going to take you damn well 10 years to recover. So look, I suppose it is person to person, everybody's different. We all have our own ways of doing things, and if you are mechanically inclined and fit and healthy and you want to do it yourself, I suppose it makes sense. But I mean, we still have some of our first practice tires was our set of rims and snow tires from our Ford Edge. We had to Deer last year, literally one season after we got the tires, and car got written off, and now we have a second set of rims and tires. And we tried selling them, but you can really, you don't get much for it. And then of course, even if you do the change yourself and you save a lot of money, you still have to make sure that you get them inflated and the pressure checked. So does it make sense? Doesn't it make sense? I would probably say it doesn't. All things considered, really. I mean, if you can pick up some cheap second-hand rims, maybe it does make sense. But yeah, probably best to just do the off-rim change, sorry to say. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have some do us a solid and subscribe to the channel. We're going to talk a lot about tires on this channel. So yeah, see you around. Cheers.